So today, I'll be delivering the innovating and embracing digital technology with a special reference to my two boxes I have made. It's called a Magic Box and a Magic Node. But before I start, I have to thank the club VU2RCP Club for giving me the opportunity. Not only now, just 4 years back, during tsunami time when we had a lot of time at home and we are locked actually, so we didn't know what to do. We used to have every Sunday. You'll be surprised that every Sunday we had close about 30, 40 attendance, in spite of all the problem and regular. And I am very grateful to VPR and our friend Dilip and his team also for giving me opportunity. This is the platform first gave me boost to spread the digital mode because a platform is required. And they found me and I found the platform. It was a win-win situation for both of us. But overall, our aim was to make the people, the ham, new ham, and all the old ham to come and understand the what is digital mode. So let us not take it offensive. You would have heard many people saying real ham, unreal ham, and if you hold phone in your hand, then only you become ham. With holding a radio, you are not a ham. Nothing like that. Our prime goal is communication. We need to communicate, okay, with another, whatever the situation. You have a pleasantry, you negotiate on phone or radio. You have a disaster, you just do that. So we are mentally prepared for all the thing, and which is the best available situation during the time of emergency. You cannot dispute, oh, sorry, this one not my choice. This is not my choice, like that. So we have to have a open-minded. The idea is to coordinate with the various agencies and ensure that we convey the message within a short time and get the response. So that itself is a big relief. So today I'll walk through you because there are people already would have seen my presentation earlier, and also many Amfest I have taken a slot and given everything. So I'll run today from the history to the present and what I am doing presently. Okay, so the history of communication evolving from analog to digital spans several decades and involves significant technological advancement. Here is a brief overview of key milestone in this transition. Analog communication, pre-20th century, early communication systems were purely analog, relying on continuous signal to transmit information. Example includes smoke signal, semaphore, flags, and telegraph. Telephony on 19th century, Alexander Graham Bell invention of the telephone in 1876 marked a significant advancement in analog communication. The telephone system relied on analog signal to transmit voice conversion over the copper wire network. Analog radio, early 20th century. See, till now we are still on analog. The development of analog radio in the early 20th century allowed for the wireless transmission of audio signal. Amplitude modulation, AM, the frequency modulation, that is FM, were the two primary analog radio transmission method. Analog television, mid-20th century, analog television was introduced, transmitting audio and video signal over the airwaves. Broadcast used analog modulation techniques such as NTSC, PAL, SECAM, MESICAM, etc. Digital coding, mid-20th century, the concept of encoding information in a digital format emerged. Early digital coding techniques like a pulse code modulation, PCM we call it, were used in a specialized applications such as military communications. Digital telephony, late 20th century, the transition to digital telephony began with the development of technologies like integrated service digital network (ISDN). It was basically the Germans who promoted this ISDN, and many countries followed. It was a very something new in the industry. Even I have used while my stay in Dubai. Digital technology improved voice quality, allowed for more efficient use of the network, and enabled the integration of data services. 7. Digital audio. Late 20th century. Compact disc CD popularized digital audio storage and playback. Digital audio encoding formats like MP3 further revolutionized the music industry. Digital television, late 20th century to early 21st century. The transition from analog to digital television, DTV, occurred worldwide, offering improved picture quality and sound quality. Digital TV broadcasts use compression technique and digital modulation method. On the late 20th century, data communication. The growth of the internet data communication led to the widespread adoption of a digital protocol for transmitting text, images, and other data. Mobile communication, late 20th century to present. Analog cellular networks such as AMPS transitioned to digital standards like GSM, CDMA, and LTE. Now we are talking 5G, 6G, etc., offering improved voice quality and enabling data services. Digital revolution, late 20th century to present. Advances in digital technology have transformed communication across various platforms, including email, instant messaging, and social media. The shift from analog to digital communication has brought numerous benefits, including increased efficiency, improved signal quality, and ability to transmit various type of information and ongoing advancement. Okay, so you see this picture here. This is you all very well know the Morse code, and the initially the all the cables were overhead actually on the top. Okay, no underground, and then we moved into telex system. This was the first Morse code, and in the telegraph office we used to send message. I'm a shipbroker, my professional, I had done my course, etc. So shipbroker means we have to communicate with the ship owners and the person who is having cargo. He has to move steel, cement, clinker like that in bulk quantity. I'm talking about 50,000 to 200,000, 300,000. So what was the way to communicate to the worldwide was this only Morse code and through a telegraph office. We were not licensed to have to Morse code that time. So it was very difficult to get a license those days. So we have to depend on telegraph office to send the message. It will cost 25 words per word, and international maybe 1 rupee or something like that. So we were using, there is a lot of story. I'll talk about it one day, the full session, how the coding and decoding, etc., like a military do, we has to do that. So those time it was used a cable, top. There was no underground or ocean going cables, etc. Then the technology shifted to telex operating system. You see the small tape. This is also a 5 punch coded, word, something like here. We use, for Morse code, the dotted dash, like that. Here also we have a 3 on the right side and 2 on the left, and center one to guide the tape in and out like that. So you leisurely, offline, you can make all these messages, then run the tape. It will transmit at a 80 baud per second, like that, per minute, sorry. So then we got into X25 technology. It's a kind of a internet those days, but it was wired actually. Okay. So I'll have a lease line from my computer to the telephone exchange. This telephone exchange will be covered with the whole overseas communication office. Through that they will connect via ocean via satellite, what are the means, and they give connectivity. So the computer to computer, we were talking, exchanging messages. I'll dial up a number of this number, and sensing which country it is, it will route the call to here. Then whatever the exchange is there, it will route to that exchange, then to my computer. So I can dump all offline message here and retrieve all the messages stored in my box like that. So we used to have a box virtually in one of the computers. So this is the type of technology we used to have. Okay, sorry. So this is a very detail I'm giving you how the entire thing is done. Then the internet stage came. Then we had this. Before the internet, we used to have a similar type of system. It was not successful. We used to have first name, last name, surname, and one company code like that. We have to put all these six data in our contact list. Then it will automatically format it. Actually, it was a very tedious. If there is you understand that in one email, if there is one small mistake, it will bounce back. Then you are talking only one line. Here we had a 6 or 7 line. If it is not formatted, your mail may not be sent or received. So that is how it was working. Then the internet replaced the entire system. Even X25 was taken. See, the system still we have a X25 technology, but we use it for different purposes. Okay. Now the internet came. Then we know how the internet functions. We use a cloud-based system. Now, internet. We always talked about internet. Is it a successful story? We never had any problem. We have our, ATM, our online shopping, everything we do internet. When cables are going through the sea, now on, on cloud also it is going to come via satellite. So we'll have a different, way to communicate on the internet. So this is the radio, which commonly we people are using, RF analog radio. A digital radio is also available. Then we have a antenna, different modes of antenna we use to suit the purpose, what is required, like X-beam and dipole and, all different type of things are there. Then we came to SDR. Now we are using a SDR type of radios, and which means it gives you a better feel of how our voice, our signature looks like when transmitting. So it is visible. You can do a lot of things on the visibilities. Yeah, sorry. This is now I'm coming to the digital mode, because in the analog mode we were hardware based most of the thing. Then the digital technology, when it came, we have two option, either to use as a hardware based or a software based. Because our telephone has become very, very powerful. Actually, the smartphone we call it, it has got a lot of sensors and a lot of processing speed. We are talking about the speed of a computer, which also can, this our mobile phones can handle. And the now the camera, the phone, and everything has come into that system. We used to carry camera separately. We used to carry the phone. We used to carry various other devices, contact list like a Casio and all that. Now one phone does the multitasking. This is a small program called a Peanut. We regularly use in our conversation and our medium of communication for a very strong digital signal is a Peanut. Then this EX DV switch mobile. This is also connects to a Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi 1, 2, 3, 4, all you can run. And you run a DV switch software as a server. Then client model, this DVSM. Okay. Now we have a Android Droid Star which runs on Android, and Dude Star on the PC. So both is independent. It doesn't require anything. So you can talk on 5 protocols without any problem. This is a dongle which works with a software called BlueDV. This is a V-coder. All the things need to be coded, decoded, like analog to digital and digital to analog. This chip, picks up the best of the sound sample, what we talk and receive, and process that pieces and send it across through voice over IP, that is the internet. Okay, so this is a hotspot which is freely available from China. So you can run 6 or 7 protocol without any problem. And you need one radio for each protocol, because you have to enable the service for DMR, then you need a DMR radio. You enable the D star, then you need a D star radio. YSF enable, you need a YSF radio. So this is the front end, a small display. You get most of the information required for this. And this is another very nice board actually. It's all in one board actually. There is no need for any Raspberry Pi. You don't need any this dongle. All are built into this. Okay, so this card cost you about $180 or something. So you can run the Blue DV software. 5 protocol you can run, 5 software you can run with this board. I have this one which works fantastic for me. Euronode is a small hotspot. OpenSpot, this is also another. This cost you, OpenSpot 2 costed me $180. Now the 4 has come. When I bought, it cannot do any cross connectivity. Only DMR, D star fusion for radio require. Now the latest one 4, it has a bridging facility, so it can, one radio is enough to call multiple protocol. Okay, this is this RDL SDR. Now the version, I think 3 or 4 has come, the recent one. So I have the old version. This is a handy how it looks. Now, a lot of people are thinking, why don't we club radio and Android phone together, make one going VHF, UHF. So R Finder, there is a new model has come. R Finder M6 is very old. So now recently another model has come, which is more advanced. It has got a VHF, UHF, then Android 7 or 9, I think it has got. So in Android, you can run about 8 or 9 pro, like a Blue DV, Peanut, Ecolink, then various other software you can run. Whichever was running on a phone, you can run it here without any problem. So it's a good buy. You need to shell out $1,400 for the latest model. This is a Globetrotter. So this is a fantastic small box, very, very useful. And this box, difference between the dongle, the previous one, this dongle, this dongle, you need to insert it in the PC or even with OTG cable on your Android phone. But this one, you don't need to insert anywhere. It does the same function of that USB cable. Plus, it has a remote access system also. Okay, so you can connect this directly into your PC, use it as a dongle, or you just give a power supply 5 volt and give the internet chip is inside. Sorry, the Wi-Fi chip. So it can connect to your internet, then it can you can talk from your radio handy through this, and you can do that. Software also you can use like this. Another important thing is it has got a remote functionality. That means if you have a static IP, you can connect this box with a static IP. In your router, you have to do 2 things. You have to map the software which running on that PC. That MAC address has to be binded, and make a forward. It's a port number is 2460. You can keep 2461, 62, 63 if it is clashing with other. So you can put that port number and bind to forward to that port number to that particular IP. So you can have the system coming nicely. So this is the MagicBox which I have made which is convenient. These are all costing you 140 euro, something like that. And this is also something very similar to that price. But I have been challenged by, the cost factor and the import duty and courier charges, etc. The landing cost becomes too high. So I wanted to give a solution to local people, local hams here, and also the non-technical people, so that they can come into DMR. For 3.5, 4 years, we have been doing a lip service, helping them out. 4 years back, we had only 80 odd DMR registration. Now it is touching 900 with a lot of efforts. And I have done myself hundreds of registration myself for non-technical people and bringing them onto the system. So this is the magic box. Okay, I'll show you on the here. You can see that I am focusing. This is a small box, the exactly size of a visiting card, and the thickness is only this much. Okay, so this is a thickness, and this is the SIM card you put, and you give a power here in the side. So, and you can attach a HDMI. But this box, only one time you have to do a setup of server and a client. Okay, with this box, I call it a magic box because it does a real magic for the people who are non-technical for them, but people who know technically, they can do it themselves. So this box runs a software called DV switch. Okay, and I have loaded the DV switch onto this, which runs on a Raspberry Pi 2. Okay, Raspberry Pi 2 is affordable because one of my friend, he had a quite a bit of stock, so he was finding a way to, sell this one. I took the opportunity. I tried 2 boxes. I bought it from him and tried various software which can run continuously. Then after doing some research work for 1.5, 2 months, I, came to a conclusion I need this one with this software and with parameters like that. So I run it for months together without rebooting. It worked fantastic, unbelievable. Then I said, this is the answer. So I took the price advantage, and I didn't make this money for myself. I passed on that benefit to the user to avail at a cheaper price. Okay, so I don't want to do the marketing here. You contact me for detail. But I made this box with the software. You can. There are 2 software available. I showed you earlier also. One is called the client, USRP client. It looks so beautiful. It has got all the content behind. I'll have that picture. I'll show you. And another one is the Android. In the Android also I showed you DVSM software. So both can work. And if you have this also can work as a remote access. If you have a static IP, I told you for this particular Globetrotter, this can do the same function here also for that very low price. I have so installed more than 80 pieces to various people through spread in India, and a couple of DX station also bought it. So I'm coming the main subject. I already started talking. So this is the magic box. Today is the highlight of my talk is this particular subject. And I wanted to give you some background how we reached this place from the beginning. So this is a magic box. There are 2 versions I have. One looks so cute here, and this is the another original version. So this is a 2 boxes which runs on a Raspberry Pi 2. Okay, so it gives you a presence of online your name, on DMR digital. Like India, 4 years back, Indian flag was never in the worldwide digital communication. So I made it possible our Indian flag to come, and also the encouragement and etc. We have in Delhi was only having a repeater. Now Chennai has got 2 repeater, and Bangalore has got one repeater, and a couple of more states are coming very soon. So by end of this year, I would expect at least 10 or 15 of them should be operative. So that's a good news for all of us. Then, when things are available like a good server, then you should have a some thing also. So the box was well created, designed to cover five major digital protocol like DMR, Digstar, NXDN, C4FM, P25. The server is loaded onto the box containing the RPA2 with the client running on a PC or Android phone connecting using internal Wi-Fi. The box was made for non-technical hams and students who are unable to invest heavy money on acquiring the equipment which costs several thousands of rupees. MagicBox is really affordable and configurable and run within few minutes ready for PSO. It offers beautiful USRP client, which gives a beautiful look and feel with a lot of information. Apart from the client, there is also a dashboard, which is a very cool, several information on the QSO made with a lot of profile. There is a RX button. By pressing, one can hear the whole traffic going on that particular channel. So this is the picture of that box in a clear. You can see that. So this is the USRP client. Okay, so this is the client we use with the box. The client, if you look, we have a audio setting and last year talk groups, all those detail about this software, server and control. This software is written by one of my close friend in Korea. So for Windows, he's an expert. He's a professor. So he wrote this software, fantastic software, and I should thank him for doing this beautiful software. World over, a lot of people use this software. USRP client, what you see is the beautiful layout with all the information on the profile of the party calling, pulling the many data from the QRZ and display here. One thing I want to tell you, the few things you do when you get your license is go to qrz.com. The English and outside DX, they call QRZ. Z is pronounced as Z for them, qrz.com. There you display all relevant information and also put some nice picture either of yours or some of your shack or something, which I have put during our last Republic Day last year. So it is still there, the flag, and the flag it will pull automatically. This picture is pulled from the qrz.com. And this is from Brand Master, the call sign and the DMR number, name, my grid square, and the location where it is. It will show the local time. If any Greek guy comes, it will show the Greek time. If any Korean guy comes, it will show the Korean time. So, and it will list out all the people calling last. And these are the various rooms available. You can select from here all the 5 protocol, so and this software is a front-end software. You can run 99 server, on a Raspberry Pi. Let us say you are running a 10 different server. You can have only the one front end. This is enough. But with a Dropbox, you can select which server you want to talk to. You can connect. Let us say you have kept one exclusively for DMR, one another software for exclusively for DStar, another for PS25. Like that, you can have as many server as you want, but one particular so you don't have to fill with a client in one thing. So one is enough. So that is the beauty. This is the white bar. Is a PTT button. Once you press to QSO, it will become red. That means you are transmitting. When you are receiving, it will become a blue. Okay, when I standby mode, it is a white color. So it gives you, this is the talk group you can select. So it will help you to change the this one, and disconnect, you can disconnect here. All those details are here. Right, okay. So there is no need to use any code plug or any update of contact detail. It pulls all the details from the brand master. So this is As I told you, the QRZ.com data are pulled here, even the flag from the database of the flag. So like that, there is no need for any code plug. In radio, we need a code plug. First of all, without code plug, either manually or you do through the computer, but that is a must to talk to the radio. Okay, so and MMDVM board and this particular radio need to talk. They get instruction what room to select, what to transmit, etc. So code plug contains most of the detail, color code, all those things. So here there is no need. You just press this area, it will automatically go to Brandmeister and download all the details across. Okay, that is the beauty of this. Yeah, now you saw the USRP client that itself has got a lot of information. This is a DV switch dashboard on an any browser. It can work on Linux, you can work on a PC or a Mac. As long as you have a browser connected to your internet, you can put your local IP address of that MagicBox. It will this type of dashboard comes. I suggested to many guys in Bangalore and other places when they do the net, on a DMR, they need a person who is talking with a radio. Every time you keep it on your ear and say the display again, take it, it becomes a very difficult. So this type of dashboard will help you to know who is there on the name, what is his, which channel he has come, and what is the, and how is the signal, what is the ratio of loss, packet loss, all those details are given here. So one technically who is knowledgeable, we can also see our MagicBox is connected to which DMR master. If it is not connected, then you cannot do anything. So you need to check out there is a discontinuity between your MagicBox and the Brandmasters. So unless you connect to one of the DMR master, there are hundreds of them. You can choose anything. India doesn't have our own DMR master so far. So I'm working on with somebody to do something in India. So I'll read out very quickly so that I have not missed out anything. With advanced code, we have made the dashboard look seemingly good. It gives a lot of information about the station, their profile, country flag, data from QRC.com, quality of transmission, display of DMR ID, DMR master, date and time wise, summary of last heard. It gives a health condition of the server, RPI, on the down it is blocking. You can see that the what temperature it is there, so you can very well do that. Dashboard can be viewed on a 32-inch bigger TV display. I have attached with a HDMI to my 32-inch software TV display. It's doing a good job. Having said about digital, your radio communication, when you do with MMDVM board, we use a software called PyStar. So this software is also very, very good software, So it is as good. There is no, cosmetics done, but a very simple format, but gives you all relevant information. That is what we want. So the green shows, which channels are enabled. Both are enabled here, and here also network status. Both are working, or it will become red or yellow if it is not working properly. So what frequency your TX is set to, what RX TX is set to, and all those detail. Okay, then you have D star, what all the D star you are listening, the port and the server details, etc. So whenever you enable something, you see on the dashboard, it's a relevant information, which is very important. Okay, so PyStar dashboard used with MMDVM, because MMDVM, see, when you say a hotspot, the hotspot is basically few things I have not mentioned here, or maybe somewhere on the very slide. You have, if you have a radio, and if your server, if your repeater in your nearby area as a DMR repeater, then you don't need a hotspot with a MMDVM. Okay, you connect on a local. You can't do analog radio to connect your DMR repeater. For DMR repeater, you need a DMR radio. So once you use the DMR radio, you can connect to the your repeater. The repeater in turn is connected via internet to the brandmaster, which is the server maintained for DMR. And you can, through the software, you can choose the talk group, whatever you want, and do QSO. Now, what happens to some people, some ham, who are away from the reach of the repeater? Then there is a big challenge now. What can you do? Either you go by take a taxi and go wherever it reaches, you do QSO, or you cannot do, when you come home, you cannot access that. So in order to avoid that, this hotspot is made. The hotspot consists of two elements. One is a Raspberry Pi, Raspberry Pi Zero. What you saw small is running a Raspberry Pi 202W. That is a latest one with a Wi-Fi enabled. So with that, you can connect to internet, Brandmaster. Here you have mentioned whichever the server it is connected. You have several choices: Norway, Belgium, Singapore, anything you can choose, whatever you want. Then it will work, it will get connected. You have to create a server password in the Brandmaster's website, so that the security is maintained between running your hotspot and also Brandmaster. Previously, it was open, but a lot of people misused it. So they created a server password to be created by you, which has to be put in software or the hotspot. Then only it will connect. Otherwise, it will not connect. Okay. So function. So the radio. A lot of people think that I'm having a radio in my hand. I'm talking to DMR on on a RF. It is not like that. You are talking only from your radio wherever you are in your home up to the reach of the MMDVM board signal. Okay, you have an antenna. Wherever it is only in milliwatt, 1 or 2 milliwatt, nothing more than that. So it will capture like a Wi-Fi in your home, right? It can do a good job. Probably while taking a walk, if the strength is very good, you can even take it from a third floor to ground floor, and you can still continue. But the second portion is, once you have reached up to your hotspot, then the hotspot will convert that signal to go via Raspberry Pi to the Brandmaster and pick up any signal which is coming from Brandmaster towards your particular hotspot. So this is the function of this particular MMDVM board. Okay, so I'm clear. I hope so. So we talked about the Magic box. We also, I highlighted, we need a one radio for each and every protocol. If there are 4 protocol, 20,000 rupees, 80,000, and MMDVM board, which is another 20,000. So 1 lakh rupee, you are talking 80 to 1 lakh rupee. But if you are happy with the DMR, you'll be happy with the 40,000, you can do that. Okay. So for the system, what is available presently, it doesn't allow you multitasking. That is connecting, bridging, or interconnecting. That's not available. So I have come with the same magic box, what you see, and I'll show you here. This is the original magic box. Okay, so this is the same thing, replica, but I have put a hat on top of the Raspberry Pi. Okay, this magic box doesn't have any hat. It is only one Raspberry Pi lying and doing the digital work. Here, I have made my own board, actually, PCB, which is sitting on top of this Raspberry Pi 2, and with an antenna to connect to your radio. So this works with the radio, and this works with a software. Okay, this works with a software. This works with a radio. Okay, you have a radio, any brand, you can talk. Another important thing is now any brand, I will add like this, any brand, whatever you have in your home, that is a VHF, analog VHF, UHF. You need only existing handy with you. You can talk with my radio. Okay, this will pick up the signal locally on a analog mode, but will connect to DMR, D-Star Fusion on a digital mode. This is something I have made, for you people. Okay, so this is a call, I named it as a magic node. This magic node, because I realized again why people should spend so much money to communicate, because of different protocol and analog, digital, all these things. So I have to do a lot of study. It didn't come overnight, this thought, several years of putting in my hard work, understanding the protocol, understanding how it works, etc., etc. So what happens is the crux of the story here is in a digital radio, they use a particular chip. Okay, vocoder chip. I showed you that USB. That chip is embedded into the handy of DMR. If analog cost is 7,000 rupees, you pay 13 to 18,000 rupees for a DMR because that chip is inside. Okay, so the chip is inside the particular handy. So that handy, everything DA conversion, analog to digital, digital to analog, is done at a radio level, okay, your handy level. Then it is sent to MMDVM or a hotspot. From there, it is sent to brand master. Okay, that is how it was happening. But it is not a reverse engineering. What I did, I removed that chip from that and put it into my hotspot. Okay, so my my radio can talk, my hotspot can talk on analog mode. Then it will convert the digital to analog and analog to digital in the hotspot. Then it will connect the brand master. I think I said you in a simple mode. So this is how the system works. So I given a small picture. Okay, so this is the your router. Normally behind the router there are 4 ports are available. So magic box and or magic node, you can this is a magic box. You connect a magic box with a radio, you can talk. But if you for a magic node, you don't need any router here. So here it is a magic node. You will talk with analog to here, and this will connected to computer via router. Okay, so from behind there is a Ethernet cable is there, and I'm putting a Wi-Fi 3, built-in 3 module 3 I'm going to use. So inbuilt Wi-Fi inside, there is no need to connect this cable. So it will connect via Wi-Fi to this one with a built-in Wi-Fi board. Okay, so it will start communicating both. But the software used here, it's the same software for Magic Node as well as for the Magic Box. It's the same software and it does the work. So it can do a thing. You can talk on this particular, and this Magic Node can talk on radio as well. Okay, so you have both the option to do that either via radio or via the this software. So this is the same dashboard you can see from here. So everything is remaining the same, and rest of the components, I'm pressing. I bought some 20 pieces press from China. So as a project, I'm working on that. So it's already tested for last 1 year. It is working fantastic. So I have been previously, it was a big box actually. Then I made it into the smaller box for the portability. So it is portable as well. You can use your power bank to connect the power, and you can use your phone as a hotspot to connect to this particular thing. So that is also possible. So in a car or a field day work or anywhere, you can do this work. Okay. Advantage of using Magic Node. Small and compact unit and can carry easily. Choice of UHF, VHF frequency works with any analog frequency handy RF radio. Can connect multiple digital mode like a DMR, D-Star, NXDN, C4FM and P25. Works on 5 volt, 2 amp power supply, which are easily available. Can connect 5-inch, 7-inch, 32-inch display unit for monitoring client software, for changing talk group and other profile detail, last year, etc. 16 GB card formatted and loaded with a server and Ethernet connection. RX-TX can be heard and transmitted using a simple analog handy radio, and no need for any digital DMR, D-Star compatible radio. So avoiding different radio for different protocol. So let me see what is the time here, 9:17. VPR, can I take another 10 minutes?
Yeah, you can take 5 minutes because already 9.
Yeah. Okay, I'm finishing soon.
17, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is I have finished this Magic Node, MagicBox. Now I'm working on a LoRa technology. This is a 2 sets. It can talk on a site of clear site up to 300 kilometer also. All the low orbiting nowadays, satellite, they have started using the LoRa functionality because it has if you want a speed, then less message can be sent per minute. Or if you are not worried about speed, then more messages can be sent. It is either way. So you can do. This is a small chip. This is a LoRa box, I want to show you, which I got it and testing period is going on. So I can send a text message. This works in a built-in 18650 one single battery. It can last for 1 month to 2 months, depending on traffic what you have. So it's a very less power, more power to distance wise, it can cover more thing. And it will 2-line messages can be sent via your Android phone, which will get connected to this LoRa board via Bluetooth. Okay. And then it will transmit over RF. It works in a different frequency. Some are working on a ham related frequency. Some are free frequencies are there. I'll talk about it in some other day, next month or maybe in March. So this is a lot of things about LoRa, and
Recently, Humane introduced their first AI pin device, and it's a game. Recently, Humane introduced their first AI pin device, and it's a game changer in wearable technology. Powered by artificial intelligence, the Humane AI pin is an incredible gadget that's about to transform our interaction with tech. Today, I'm excited to walk you through what the Humane AI pin is all about, how it operates, its features, and why it's such a groundbreaking device. All right, so the Humane AI pin is a small square gadget you can clip to your clothes with magnets. It's a simple, stylish badge available in black, silver, and gold. Its design is influenced by Apple, as its creators are ex-Apple employees who helped develop the iPhone, iPad, and Apple Watch. This is their first product, launched recently after being previewed at many events. But it's more than just a fancy pin. It's a powerful AI tool that can do many things your phone can, but without a screen. It works through voice and gestures, projecting a laser display onto your hand or any surface, allowing you to use your hand as a touchscreen. The pin also includes an AI assistant, powered by OpenAI's GPT-4, the same tech behind ChatGPT. This assistant can answer questions, find information, and carry out tasks by generating natural text and understanding complex instructions. So what can you do with the Humane AI pin? Well, a lot of things, like you can listen to music, podcasts, and audiobooks with it, and easily adjust the volume and playback either by touching it or with voice commands. It's equipped with a personic speaker that lets you listen without needing headphones, creating a sound bubble around you.
It can be really intimate, or it can be really loud.
The pin also lets you make phone calls and send texts using voice control. It has its own cellular connection and comes with a plan for unlimited calls, texts, and data. But it does more than a regular smartphone. It can translate spoken words into any language in real time. Just ask it to translate into the language you want, and it'll do it instantly.
Y listos para enviar la versión final.
We are almost ready to ship the final version. You can also take photos and videos with a simple gesture or voice command thanks to its 13-megapixel camera. You can see your photos and videos on the center website, where all your data from the device is stored securely. The pin also helps with personal goals and health. It tracks your fitness and diet goals and gives feedback. You can get nutritional details of any food by showing it to the device, and it'll tell you about the calories, ingredients, and if it fits your health plan. Plus, you can set reminders, take notes, and ask for any information just by speaking to it. This device is designed to integrate seamlessly into your daily life and to enhance your presence and awareness in the real world. It is not meant to distract you or isolate you from your surroundings, but
yeah, okay, it will keep on going. So we are heading for basically for this type of technology in the future. So let us, it's already there. Maybe in another 2-3 years time in India also, it will become more popular. Thank you very much for listening to me patiently. And I hope I have given you enough knowledge about these things available to you. You are the best person to judge. So I'll leave the dais for the question answer session. I'll give it to Rabde Saab for taking further any question if there is. Over to you.
It was a wonderful presentation, Bala. You really took a nice overview of the digital gadgets available, and your magic box will create wonder in the country. Hope this presentation, when I will be sharing with a lot of VU groups, will enlighten them with the knowledge as well as motivate them to come on the digital mode. Now we'll go for a few questions and answers. I request participants to identify and then ask the question. The floor is open.
Yeah, good morning. This is VU3TBR Srinivas. So first of all, very good morning to all of you, and I wish you and your families a very happy and prosperous new year. My quick questions to Bala sir is, first sir, you said about USURP client. Is it in open source one, number one? The second question is, like you said that you have, when you click on that particular thing, it automatically gets data from Grandmaster, etc. in your MagicBox. So should we click on it, or automatically when you connect it, automatically gets it? Third thing is regarding, you also talked about the different dashboards. So the MagicBox, is it having, can we shift from one dashboard to other dashboards, or is it only USB client dashboard? These are please quick questions, sir.
Okay, Srinivas Garu, VU3XXL from Hyderabad. Thank you. You have been a strong supporter of me whenever in the Hamfest or all the discussion meetings you are available. This is actually Raspberry Pi, it is the medium of communicating between the software and the hardware is a Wi-Fi. Okay, we use the internal Wi-Fi of anything. Okay, so that we can do. And second thing is the dashboard. It cannot pick up each and Pi-Star dashboard into a system. It is only a comparison I have given how Pi-Star looks and informative, how the digital informations are required. There are so many things I can keep on talking about dashboard. If you click on the call sign of a dashboard, it will straight away take you to the qrz.com for a profile. You can, while talking to that person, rather than asking him what equipment he have, if he had mentioned everything on that qrz.com, you would have read, and you will say more precise, oh, I love that particular thing on your right-hand side. What is that? Can you explain me? You can go such a deep conversation, So the dashboard helps you. It is only a eye-opener in the front side, but hidden things, a lot of things are there, a lot of functionalities are there. You become, why I said with a reference to special, especially for net controller, because net controller should have all the information in a fingertips. And with this system, which is a totally affordable price, you can have with the existing system. You don't have to say, I already have DMR, I already have this, so and so, so and so. Don't worry. you already have, but it may not give you that much information. Compare with this MagicBox and Magic Node, the type of information you'll get handy, that is very, very important to you. And it's will be available locally. What is your third question? I can tell you precisely what it is. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I asked about the USRP client and the dashboards. Yeah.
Yeah, dashboard I mentioned to you. It is a dashboard is very specific to the original dashboard written by one of the European person. It is very simple without anything, but we wrote some extra code to pick up some more detail to display into the dashboard. The functionality wise, if I have not done how many functions it can do, but there are so many functionality it can do. In fact, it can RX. There is a button on top called a RX. You can receive all the conversation going on in any talk group through the dashboard. You don't have to open the client, USRP client also. Okay, so I hope I clarified most of the thing what you want.
Yeah.
What do you see now?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. And just I have a lot of other questions, but we will connect later. But one small question is regarding you are using RPI Raspberry Pi 2. So the Raspberry Pi 2 version, like Raspberry Pi versions are coming. So how do you, like if I say someone ham buys Raspberry Pi 2 MagicBox or Magic Node, tomorrow some other version comes, like how do he will upgrade it, the same MagicBox, or he has to buy the new MagicBox?
प्लीज आपण ऐकायचं म्हणून स्पीकर करायचं जायचं का आपण
Hello.
Yeah, okay. So very quickly, the cost is very important. And my idea is to keep the cost very low. And I can offer the existing price only up to another 200 Raspberry Pi 2 I have. Beyond that, I have to definitely go for Raspberry Pi 3 as per the market. The difference between 2 and 3, you have to shell out another 4,000-5,000 rupees extra, because Raspberry Pi 3 alone doesn't cost less than 6,000 to 7,000 rupees with a GST and all that. So that is the one. So when Magic Node comes, only drawback I won't say, but the two didn't come on board the Wi-Fi, but they have a Ethernet cable. You can connect a Ethernet cable, which is supplied with the purchase, or you can buy a dongle, USB dongle with 801.11 or something, then you can write a small script to make it as a onboard Wi-Fi. This is the information for you. And Magic Node, definitely it will work on 3 more faster. And I'll make it, I will not use Magic Box Node with RPA 2. I'll use RPA 3. Hope you are happy with that.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. I will take it. I will again connect later. And it was a very informative and insightful session. And I thanks Vilasji and Pune Hams for conducting this kind of session. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Now we will take the last question because we are already reaching 9:30. Last question, please.
Good morning to all. I am VU3 X-ray Mike Sira Sukumar from Kalpakam. Very good information was there. I'm also wishing a happy new year to all in this meeting. So my suggestion is if we are in digital India, so we have to get some concession in tax and also price from the government. So otherwise tax rebate, etc. So that all can use the digital equipments because they are very costly. Common people can't afford for that. So we have to request the government, and also we have to purchase bulk so that the cost will come down and price also will be reduced.
Good
So
suggestion. Good
Thank you.
suggestion, Kumar. Yeah. We'll take it up through ARSI because we, as a small group, cannot promote that. But definitely, ARSI can take it up. So, friends, thank you very much. Already 9:30 now, and we have another eyeball QSO meeting of Pune Hams. So I'll say 73s to everybody, and thanks to Bala for wonderful presentation and creating awareness about the digital communication, and also the MagicBox, which is going to create wonders in coming future. So 73s, have a wonderful day. Meeting is over. We will meet in February, first week, first Sunday, and have another exciting topic for the Sunday Tech Talk. We conduct Sunday Tech Talk every first Sunday of the month. Don't miss it. Keep noted in your diary or calendar so that you can avail. We record each and every session, so this recording will be available very shortly to all the participants. Thanks a lot. 73s, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, one and all, for listening. 73s, take care. And please ping me whatever information you want. Thank you.